Alright boys, welcome to the first official episode of Banter Boys. Today we'll be giving horrible and unpopular opinions about Avatar: The Last Airbender. But first, before we do that, it's time for a check. I hope you guys enjoyed those fits. I think we had the best one I caught up above. And now, alright, let's get into these unpopular opinions about Avatar: The Last Airbender. First one, Toph is overrated.
I feel like she is probably the least developed character out of the main crew.
But I feel like it's because she had less screen time than everyone else. You hear about her in Korra, right? But in Avatar, you hear nothing. She's basically a blind child with parental issues, and she fights some B-Tech rock looking ass.
The bull.
That's it. And you hear her having feelings about Sokka, but that's nor here nor there.
And Zuko.
And perhaps even Zuko. She wanted her field trip with him.
They develop every single character over the whole Avatar franchise. Like Zuko has the heaviest development of a character.
She does.
In one of any show.
Possibly even in any show. Yeah. In any show.
Aang goes from being this stupid little kid to being the Avatar. That's his whole plot development. That's set in stone. Katara goes from being somebody who's scared, who's a novice who's scared,
to basically
a mother figure to everybody, and a master in waterbending. Sokka goes from being a warrior that can't do anything to a sword master. But then when you get to Toph, she goes from being this person who keeps all of her thoughts inside, who's all to herself, and at the end she's still the same person. She doesn't develop over the whole series.
Even in Korra, she's still like that. She just likes to be alone.
She just keeps to herself.
She lives in a swamp. So the next one is Book 1. It's probably the worst season.
That is a fact.
It's so slow in the beginning. It's
I get why it's slow, but if you're getting into it, it might not be the most entertaining thing to get into.
Or engaging thing.
It starts out with laying all the characters and the plot, setting everything up, Aang's mission for all 3 books and everything. But I get why it is boring. I feel like after the fire stages it gets good, because he actually has
after those winter solstice, part 1, part 2, that shit.
Yeah.
After that, it starts zoom.
He has a time frame.
Yeah.
You know what the rest of the series is gonna be after that.
Yeah.
But before that, you don't know what it's gonna be.
That basically sets up the series. It's oh, I have to fight the Fire Lord now. That's what it is. Third opinion is the spirits in the spirit world are underutilized.
Oh!
That's low-key facts. Because they don't really talk about it that much. Other than that one episode, where Sokka gets kidnapped to the booty dungeon.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Basically, they only really talk about it for 2 episodes almost. Maybe 3, counting the sea lion or whatever it is. Lion turtle. Other than that, nothing. But in Korra, the whole second season is basically devoted to the spirit world shit.
But I feel like it's because Aang is already in depth with the spirit. In Korra, they even say it in season 1. She's not in tune with the spirit.
You have to be a terrible avatar when your job is to be the link between the spirit world and the normal world. That your uncle is better at talking to spirits than you.
You can't even do that.
Opinion 4. Katara is overrated. Change my mind. I don't care what anybody says. She's overrated.
I hate Katara.
Alright, look. She goes from being a novice, then they go to the northern tribe, and she, out of nowhere, just 1 episode, she's the best.
She gets her ass beat by Paku. Next episode, she said from doing this. Now it's
Stop touching
me. Bro.
But before she gets to know the water tribe, she gets mad that Aang can waterbend.
It's not his job to know all.
Aang is the avatar. He's supposed to master all the elements. And you're gonna get mad that he can learn the elements?
Cameraman, what's your opinion?
Katara is the spoiled bitch.
Yo, I'm gonna cut to book 3 real quick. She's obviously lost her mother before before book 1 happened.
You wouldn't
and she's
understand.
sad about it.
You wouldn't understand.
She's set on finding who killed her mother, to the point where she asks Aang if she could use Appa. Aang says, "I hope you know violence is not the answer." And she goes, "You wouldn't understand. Homie's race got genocided by and you're gonna tell me he doesn't understand how you feel when you lose one person He lost everybody he
His
knew.
closest friends.
At the end, she doesn't do anything because Aang was right. She's a
doesn't.
bitch.
And she's like, wait,
Can
I
I just-
shouldn't do this.
And also the whole time, she's falling for everybody.
Season 1, like basically four dudes, right? Oh, freaking.
Let's keep it kind of short.
5 guys, burgers, and fries?
Everybody Katara wants is so whack.
So whack.
She just goes, I guess I'll pick Aang.
She settles for Aang.
She
She
se-
settles.
she
settles.
Imagine
Definitely
the
does.
Avatar is your 4th option. Wow.
And the last topic.
Koizilla or Celestial Korra?
Koizilla was way better. That motherfucker was ripping ass.
What was it? The fusion of Law and Aang in the Spirit Lake? I think.
Yeah.
Is it 2 or Law?
One of the other.
I don't
The black
honestly.
fish.
There's nothing in there, stupid.
That's where you're wrong.
Anything else y'all boys want to say?
I think we got all of our systems.
Yeah, that concludes the first episode of Banter Boys. Join us next week. We're going to be talking about Korra and how bad it is.
Dog shit program on Dog Shit TV.
Who wants to play with the dirty kid?